welcome for anyone who will join us later. Welcome everyone who will join us now. So I am live with DEUS Labs. I think it's fair to call you like this, or rather the member of the DEUS Labs,
Hmm.
Arda. That's how should
Arda,
I
yeah,
call you? Arda.
Arda, yeah,
But there is more of you, right?
yeah. Actually, we're a team of, I think, like 11, 12 people. So most of
Yeah.
our members are consist of, technical side, some developers and everyone else. We have a marketing side. We also have a strategy department, like research and that kind of thing. So in total, like
Yeah.
11, 12 people.
That's such a huge team, actually, and I think the irony is that you are one of the biggest contributor on Juno. I think it's totally too fair to say it because
Hmm.
you are. You're a huge contributor on Stargaze, yet you are rarely mentioned publicly. I think you are there. Everyone knows you there. You're a big validator, right? Like I'm sure the core teams of the chains knows about your existence and your contribution, but the retail doesn't know anything about Devil's Labs, right? While you bring
Hmm.
the great tools. Um,
Hmm.
if you don't mind, like I wonder because you mainly on these two networks. How did you start? How you can even say how did you get into crypto and
Yeah.
how did you what was the first chain that got your interest that you actually start working.
So how did we start? So the answer is maybe you've seen it. So we have Orkun. He's actually active in a lot of groups and repos. So he was
Sorry,
actually
what?
mainly Orkun. I'll just like uh,
You
you
can
know,
link it.
can I just link something? No, maybe
There is
I don't
private
know.
chat. You can send me and I can link it. So do you see
Just a
private chat?
yeah, yeah. Just a second. I'll just share his GitHub.
Hmm.
Just one sec.
And later we can also do share screening because there's some cool things. Maybe you could show us, right?
Yeah, I mean, wait, let me private chat.
Mhm.
So, oh, nice. So this is
There
his
it is.
actually, yeah, GitHub repo. So,
Hmm.
so he's actually my university friend, and he was actually in the ecosystem for. I mean, he started like 3 years ago, I think. He was working with Confio, some guys around that, and recently, a year ago, almost a year ago, uh, he actually wanted to, get together a team to work on more stuff. Uh, he actually contacted me and some of my friends. He asked like, do you guys want to join? So normally I was working as a full stack developer before, working
Hmm.
with websites, servers, and all that kind of stuff. And then just like looked into what the blockchains are, the Web3 community, Cosmos, and everything else. I was instantly hooked because, uh, coming from Web2 to Web3, it's just a whole new different experience. So I was actually like hooked like in an instant. And, we started working on together. I started like looking into everything, like the documents, like the code. I got into open source. So normally I was just writing code to, companies and everything, but uh, open. So I started, like I said, open source code, and that is also awesome too. And we found this team, the DEUS Labs, and the first gene we started validating was Juno actually, and we wanted to uh, be more active in terms of like giving the community tools and like simple things they can use to interact with anything. So that's how we actually started. Then came Stargaze, and right now we also have T Grade on
Hmm.
our validators. So three networks in total. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much how we started. Like we just added more team members into it, and uh, here we are.
Yeah, this is very cool because it seems you are almost, if not totally exclusive to Cosmos. So, because you said Orkun, he worked at Confia, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, So for those who are not aware, Confio is actually, well, people who run Confio actually created Cosmos, which is this module that helps you to write in Rust. Is it correct to say this?
Exactly. Smart contract framework written in
Yes.
Rust.
Smart contract framework written in Rust. Thank you for correcting.
Yeah.
So,
no problem.
And the creators were Ethan Frey, Shane from Stargaze, and one more person, right?
Didn't know about Shane. I definitely know about Ethan Frey. I didn't really know about Shane, but I think yeah, he might be into it. He's working with I see don't remember the name, but he's working on IBC for NFTs. So basically, he's a core contributor to the ecosystem actually, and yeah, that team actually started everything with Cosmos.
Yeah, I spoke with Shane. So yeah, like he was partially responsible for this, but he then went his own way to build the Starbase, of course. But
Yeah.
So which is also like Cosmos and Chain. And then Ethan Frey, I believe they founded Confio, that is responsible for further development of the Cosmos and managing this all. So that's how Orc worked with this, and that's how
Yep.
there's relation to Cosmos. But you didn't have
Exactly.
experience with Cosmos before, right?
Not at all, actually. I came here, just started looking into contracts, like trying to wrap my head around, how actually these things work. So, I was aware of Solidity and, like Ethereum stuff, but I didn't really look into like how those actually work. So like Rust and Cosmosm is actually my entry point to smart contracts in general. So, and I really like it actually, like found my ecosystem.
Yeah, like can you tell to like us non-tech like idiom sandwiches why you working with Cosmos and Rust? Like is it that easy? Is that framework make it really easy for blockchain, or it's still maybe using EVM, and Solidity actually like easier there?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you compare it to, Solidity, it's obvious that it's not really well known among the community because, EVM and Solidity comes a long way, and there are a lot of tutorials and things you can learn about it. But the thing is, you have these different attacks and things happening with Solidity all the time, and it got to a point where you need to just optimize it so much that you're just like getting into code a little more than the others, and it's just so hard to actually manage and do.
Yeah.
From my experience, what I learned, I'm still learning. So what I say in here can change, or like I learn a lot more in this direction. But writing code with Rust is pretty straightforward and easy. It just tells you everything that you need to know about like errors and other stuff in compile time. So that means when you're writing code, if it actually throws you and says this should not work, it actually will not work in the production environment. So it's really protective and secure to write in Rust. That's what I really like about it. And Cosmosm, it's again, it's pretty straightforward to work with. It's just I mean, like I said, I was a full stack developer. I was, dealing with JavaScript and, those kind of things a lot. And, coming to Rust, coming to Cosmosm, it felt really easy to just develop something on it. And since smart contracts are just like these little code pieces where you run it on chain, it's not really that complex when you actually make something. It's just that you need to somehow understand how to work with contracts as a whole. So it's not like you just put everything in a single contract, but you need to just have different contracts, have different, know different things that can work with each other. So that's the only thing. That's the thing that I really like about Rust and Cosmosm. And like I said, I really found my ecosystem, and I really enjoy working with all of you guys. I mean, in Cosmos, in Juno, with everyone actually.
Yeah, like so Juno was your first one, and I guess because that was the like one of the first smart contract platform. Like it was first smart contract platform in Cosmos because we did have other chains,
I mean,
Osmo, right? Actually,
you
Secret was there, right? Also,
Secret was there, Terra was there. I mean, Terra was using
yeah,
smart
yeah,
contracts.
yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
my bad. But kind of the Juno had this first like um exposure that brought the eyes to Cosmos, I think, to retail maybe because it wasn't really spoken that those chains are in Cosmos, right? But like in Juno was like this big pressure on the world, like yeah, we are first permissionless smart contract chain, and it got like out of nowhere community
yeah,
driven initiative, right? So there was this few people who organized that. So it was back then Wolf Contract block
yeah,
creators, I believe. Then Jimmy, Jake, and Jack joined, and they tried to like grab these developers and organize and put something together. Could you tell me like how it worked for you? Like where did you hear about? Hey, this is the blockchain being built. Do you want to be engaged?
yeah. So because we recently got into, I mean, I'm talking about a year ago, because we recently got into, blockchains in general, Web3 in
Mm-hmm.
general. Orkun had more info about, the internals and, how everything works. Like Juno is going to come out, so this, there is that. So he actually knew a lot more than us. So he actually like introduced us to Juno. I mean, we looked at it, we really, fell into it actually, and we started, we thought about just getting a validator on them,
Mm-hmm.
and we said that we wanted to actually, find a team and actually work on Juno, just bring value into Juno. So that's actually how I, started. I just like learning anything from Orkun, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and I, like I said, I just like keep on learning right now, and like building on Juno is really, like I'm really happy to build on Juno because I I get a reaction to what we're doing, and people
Mm-hmm.
recognize our jobs and what we do, and it really feels good to just do something for the community. It's not about
Mm-hmm.
just like earning something for ourselves, or like I did this, so just like give me this amount of tokens, give me this and give me that. It's just not about that at all. It just makes me happy that you know people like in the community, like you, like myself. I mean, I'm obviously in the community too, so uh, really makes me happy to see people actually use the products that we do, or just bring value into the whole chain actually.
Mm-hmm. Um, let's stick to judo.
Yeah.
Difficult question, or maybe not difficult question, very easy. So I would say Juno is like really chaotic. At the times, complete shit show, or rather shit show on Twitter, right? Because it's this like we don't know what we're doing. We're a group of people, and we are doing something. If you would be responsible for the direction of the chain, right? Is there anything that you would maybe do right with the like that with anything? I don't want to give you guides. Just the question: if there was there something that you were like, hey, it's not the right direction, or were you somewhere that hey, it's like great?
So I mean, lately we see sub DAOs and those kind of things just emerging.
Mm-hmm.
Having different people commenting on something and just like going with it. I think what could have been done before was just the discussions about the proposals and those kind of things, and
Mm-hmm.
like Discord, Telegram, Commonwealth, wherever just like put it. I think when you think about it, blockchains is actually not about the tech, or the developers or something like that. It's about the actual community. So if you don't really have a
Mm-hmm.
community, you don't have a blockchain, right? So I mean, if we build some cool stuff, it doesn't really matter if you don't really have the people to use it. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess what's really important about the blockchains is the community. So having discussions, having solid like arguments around those topics, like proposals, is really important. uh, we kind of didn't really have that before in Juno. I mean, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
we're all of us still learning, so this is not something where people just done it like 10 times, 15 times, right? Everyone is just like experimenting on something. And lately, with the launch of sub DAOs, and we saw more discussions happening on Commonwealth. So I think can't really say that I need to change anything, but I think if it helps that if we can actually continue doing this like discussions and argument thing everywhere on Discord, Commonwealth, and all over the place, that would just make everything better for the sake of Juno.
Yeah, some DAOs. Like I'm still trying to figure like out if like we are doing the right thing. Do you think that?
Yeah, like yeah, obviously. I mean, since we have so many people in Juno, and we have the ones that are actually like driving it. When you think about it, like the core group maybe, or like us developers and like you people, it sometimes it's just like needed to have some people actually making decisions, right? Like actually like proposing something, at least not really making decisions. But when you think about it, I think we really need some people to actually like push things, because from what I've seen, like what I experienced up until this moment, with all the work experience, it's just that when you have a lot of people and not have a sort of like a leader or like a group that actually pushes things, nothing works, because everyone says something different, and you can't really get things done. And the thing is, maybe that happened with Juno before, because with Terra and with other networks, other ecosystems, you have a single figure that just like says a lot of the network about the network, and like do these things. I personally think that we don't really need a single figure in Cosmos, in Juno, but again, we need groups of people that can actually like decide on things and just push things further for the development of the whole ecosystem. So sub-DAO is actually important in that sense.
Yeah, that's a good take, because I was discussing with someone and that was the take. I think that was a reference to Vitalik, that creation of the groups and sub-DAOs doesn't actually push development forward. Like there was like, it doesn't matter. There was this take that whether you create it or not, it will not change anything. So, but of course, I don't really know what's true. There is the discussion on one sub-DAO now. I'm not sure if you had the chance to see.
The last one, I think, right?
It's the Juno Growth Fund.
Yeah, let me see.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the discussion around it?
I've seen it yesterday, but didn't really fully read it. Just need to take a look at it again.
Well, it's fine. I guess it's just the sub-DAO that will manage the fund to allocate it to the projects that are willing to build on Juno. That's my understanding, right? So
yeah.
First question to you: who is the right person to be in sub-DAO? You don't have to put names, but you can say what kind of person is right for.
I mean, obviously, that person needs to be involved in the community. That person needs to know about how everything is like happening. Let's say personally, I don't go to Twitter as much as I do before. I used to just go in a lot more, but right now, just like keeping my head down, just building stuff. But so he shouldn't be someone like me, because he has to know about what is happening in the ecosystem. And I seen that I seen Lobo's comment, actually. He was saying that so he shouldn't be really working on too many things, because it takes time to just like go through everything, try to analyze and just like come up with stuff. So I agree with Lobo on that, and I guess that's the person we need. I mean, that's the person we need, because like we should be able to just talk to the person freely, without just like afraid of saying anything. so they should be just open to question. I don't really have anyone just like going against that. But I guess again, involvement is the key. The knowledge is the key, and it doesn't really matter if it's like a tech savvy guy, like a normal community member, as long as they're just pushing out there and just like working for the Juno's, reputation and everything. I guess he would have my vote, or she would, that person.
Yeah. I must say I fully agree with you with this take. Like that's what I wanted to hear. And I agree with Loba a lot.
Yeah.
And he also mentioned, hey, this should be like just 5 to 7 people, because there was like 8 spots with up to 15. Like, hey, let's not engage that. Like, it doesn't need that many people.
Exactly.
It doesn't really need the validators who are popular because they self-selected themselves. So this is the Kevin channel, right? So like Kevin is, I think, very outspoken and quite charming to attract maybe people. So Kevin, like, but
Yeah.
because it's his project, right? But add the people that, once you said, don't have to be tech savvy. An often person tech savvy, as you said, I'm not right. I'm working. I'm not necessarily sure what's the, let's say, product market fit, right? Like what we need, who we need. I also thought of myself at first, but I'm like, I'm probably not the right person because I'm often very biased. I'm doing I will not be right.
Little bit.
So like I do my stuff. It's probably better if I stay outside. So if I don't like something, I can say it, right? So it's also, so I think the same person needs to be like, fluent with people, understanding what is happening. I would say like maybe not necessarily be within Juno ecosystem, right? I think it would be like helpful.
Like the thing is, I mean, if a project actually like applies for funds there, shouldn't that person need to be involved within the ecosystem though? Like, because if you have someone from outside, I guess like that person can bring value by just just by looking from the outside. It's the thing we always have. Like, you just work on something, you gave it a break, just like come in it again, then you see things differently. I guess that person would work, but maybe in 8 people, we need like 1 or 2 people are like that. So it shouldn't be a lot more than that, I think.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like 1 or 2 people, just a little. So because I feel when we in Juno, right? Like we sometimes don't know what's happening, and we don't have the like real understanding of what's happening outside of the Juno. Like sometimes we think the Juno has much bigger ecosystem than it really is. Sometimes we think that the tooling within Juno ecosystem is great, but I will say that to you. You work on that. We are like, we can't compete. Like we just really cannot compete at all. So it's actually cool what you are building, and maybe we can chat a little bit of this, because I do think we need more tooling. So like even DAO, right? This is the tooling for the DAOs, and I thought we are far ahead of competition till I saw how far ahead are Ethereum applications. Like they are just better. Like they are, give you, and it's
DAO is fire.
Yeah, but on Ethereum you have like 100 applications like that have more like that have actually more tools for you and allow you to manage the team. So we are not there yet, I guess. Let me share the screen. So you build the Juno tools, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell? Actually, like, I must say I disrespected you before. I thought it's Highlander who built Juno tools.
No. I mean, he works with us, so he's on the team.
Yeah. So can you tell me what Juno Tools is doing?
So Juno Tools is basically a UI for you to interact with smart contracts, right? So you have many different smart contracts on Juno, and what we mainly wanted to do was just let people have an easy way to access airdrop contracts, like CW20 contracts, NFT contracts, or like you can see subkeys there. You can even upload contract. So it's basically a way for you to have a no-code environment where someone who's not tech savvy can just come in, create their own airdrop, create their tokens in here, and just start their project without just touching a single line of code in terminal or anywhere. So it's just an easy way to interact with contracts. So some of the contracts, not all of them.
Can we do something? Can you show me how to do my own?
Do you wanna start an airdrop?
Yeah, like now,
all right.
2 minutes. Can I do it?
Yeah, if you go on to testnet version, let's just not do it on the mainnet. So if you just add test dot in front of Juno.tools.
So others can know, but because I still think many people is not interacting.
Yeah.
I'm connected.
You don't need. You don't need Terra.
I need to remove Terra Station from my extensions here. I actually never use Terra. Yeah, I have.
That's we use Terra because we actually allow for people to airdrop the Terra addresses. That was for migrating from Terra to Juno. That was a thing that we did. That's just for that. So let's just create a token first, right? Since we wanna. How
to do it?
Okay, if you can go to CW20 base, you can just see that on the.
There we are.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna shit my address.
All right.
Name. So let's cryptonym.
Nice.
Please, people, don't steal my name. And symbol will be Don, right?
Don. All right, 6 decimals.
What's decimals?
So decimal is so when you have one Juno, it actually, so we represent it in decimals, so it actually becomes 1 million U Juno, and that's because it has.
Okay,
it
so
has 6
one
decimals.
Juno. So one Juno, if it has 6 decimals, it's 6 zeros followed. One is followed by 6 zero, right?
Yeah, that's.
But I can break it down further. So
you can actually make it.
It will be smaller unit, right?
Actually, it will be 1 billion.
Right. So it still will be UJuno, or there is other unit.
It's just UJuno. It's called UJuno. I mean.
But it will be the larger unit, right? So one Juno will be 1 billion UJuno. Okay, that explains a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we work with numbers, because floating point numbers generally don't really work well with computers, so that's why we actually represent it that way. So
and I need
if
my,
you can
my wallet address, right?
Yeah, you can have it from there.
It's fine. It's test wallet. So
yeah, since you have it.
Oh, I have it here too, right? Somewhere. But,
yeah, if you. No.
But does it has to be testnet? No, this one is okay, right?
It has to be. Can you just click on Juno again? If you go down.
I actually have the testnet here.
Okay, you have some tokens. Great. So if you can actually paste your wallet address there.
You see how prepared I am.
Yeah. And if we can write, let's just write like 100 maybe, or like 1 million. Let's just write 1 million.
Yeah. So it simply allows me to do airdrop, right? So, but it's the same way as I would use DAO?
So what we're doing is actually creating a token right now. We didn't really go to the airdrop state.
Okay.
If we can actually create a token this way, or we can just actually airdrop native tokens, Juno X in the testnet case, and Juno in the mainnet case.
So can you tell me, if I created token with DAO,
yeah,
can I Juno tools and airdrop and schedule the airdrop?
Exactly. So that's what
Right.
King Notes did. So they
Mm-hmm.
had their own token from DAO, and he used those to actually airdrop to this. So you can actually see the first airdrop on the mainnet. Uh, he did it with a DAO. So he had a DAO and just like airdrop those tokens
Mm-hmm. Can
within
you
within
just
the page.
tell me, like, without doing this, how I connect if that would be DAO token? I just use the symbol of the DAO token that could exist,
Oh,
or what I do?
okay. So if you open airdrops in another tab, let's just like not lose this page. Maybe we can come
Yeah.
back to it later again. So basically, if you click on create airdrop,
Right.
uh,
Right.
so yeah, you have the option to choose either native token or
And
CW20 token.
CW.
That
Yeah.
that is
So
your
here
DAO's.
and this, if I have my DAO token, I just my DAO address, right? The token address of the in
Exactly.
DAO now.
But
Perfect.
the thing is, if you want to use your DAO, uh, you can't really just come on and click here. What you need to do is so just like type something in there, and also type something in name too.
Um.
Oh wait, you don't have a CSV list. Just
Oh, so I
maybe
need to have the
yeah, obviously
list for the airdrop, right?
yeah. But if you go down a little bit, let me see.
Mhm. So here
Oh
I
yeah, so
upload the list of the addresses. That's correct?
exactly. So you have an
Mm-hmm.
address and you have an amount that you're gonna airdrop.
Mm-hmm.
For our case, normally it shows you what message is going to be sent to the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't really put a list there, we don't really show it before that. But if you actually
Mm-hmm.
put a list, you get the message, and with a DAO, what you need to do is just copy that message, just create a
Mm-hmm.
proposal on the DAO to execute, basically. So since it's a DAO, you
Yeah.
can't really come in here, like I said, and click the button. Just need to copy the message, go over to DAO, create a proposal, and when that passes, it will actually create the whole airdrop.
Maybe let's try to do it at the end. Do you think we can do it like in 15 minutes if I have already the token in DAO?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, like I mean, if someone will want, because I think it's really cool. So it would be really cool to show, because I can tell you
Uh,
most of the people wouldn't even know how to do this random here.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
because
you're right. Yeah, you're right that we maybe need to have some tutorials and like easy way. I mean, we have a documentation, but
Mhm.
even for developers, sometimes it's just really hard to read the documentation, and I guess we need to have like a small video maybe about how to use
Look,
Juniper and everyone. I'll take
I'm
this
I'm
feedback. Yeah,
I'll do this video for you. Like I mean,
amazing.
if I will learn well, like how to use Juno tools, I'll do it. You know, like I will come here and record separate video how you can schedule the airdrop and how you can do it with DAO. So I might require some extra information from you, but I can do it on my channel, and then you can link it to your. You can even do it with your on your GitHub, right? So like
I
link it to
mean,
your GitHub if someone needs the video guide and stuff like this.
if you need, I would love to join while you're doing that video actually. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
if
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, just ping me when you want to do it.
Yeah, sure. I actually did something very, very short recently, but maybe it could be like the official. Like I will show you. I don't want to maybe
Okay.
go away from that.
We can also do Stargaze Studio afterwards. Like do these
I
two
want
different
this
things.
is this is actually what I want most, because
Yeah.
I love Stargaze, and so you see these videos, these 2-minute videos.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
so
with
this
how?
is
Oh, yeah.
so they're unlisted, so they're not like really fully public, but they are linked to GitHub. So I did this like very short tutorials of 1-2 minutes with like everything how to do. So how to claim how tokens, how to you buy name on the testnet, how to add PFP, like just complete basics, very short. So like I you know, I've been recording a lot, so I think it's okay to use me to do that, you know, and
All right, I'll
I'd love to contribute.
definitely hit you up later on.
Yeah. And we will do the same with Stargates, because I did promise Jake Harnell how to do the how to create the collection on the Stargates, which now is still quite difficult, but you build something, so we'll get to it. But let's not go away from the Stargate because people will lose attention, like the attention of people short. So minting details. I want to make the cap, which means cap of the Juno wallet, right?
Not the Juno wallet, but the whole token. So if you put, let's say, 1 million in there, you can't really mint any more tokens. So you need to, you know, transfer your tokens to someone else if you want to just
so
like give them a location.
This is the mint for the Genesis, right?
Not Genesis, but this is a cap for the whole token, and you know, like the whole lifetime of a token. So
I think the balance is 1 million.
Balances what you like. Here you can see initial balances. That's what you're gonna get at first when you just create the token, and obviously cap is, yeah, it should be a lot more than, you know, balance.
So let's see, we drop 50%, right? So that's the,
yeah. So if you want to mint more tokens, you have only 1 million tokens that you can mint in this case.
Yeah, totally got this. So project name, so let's see what I would like to, so non-Kryptonian project, or maybe even non-Kryptonian down, right? And description, this DAO is community group of amazing people and supporters of DOM. So let's say like this. And this is my wallet still, right?
Yep.
And
so that wallet address is the only one who can change the marketing details.
So believe it or not, many people might be confused how to add logo. So I'm going to use All Might. Maybe use this one, Hopeful.
Which anime is this? My Hero? Okay, I've never seen this.
MG Mine.
Nice.
Like, bro, like you have to watch it. It's great.
Really? What I recently saw.
Picobello. It's like really great.
No problem. Recently saw Attack on Titan. It was amazing.
I didn't watch it, but like yeah, check it out. I watched it. I started 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and it was kind of like, this is All Might, and he was like kind of inspiration for Don Kryptonian persona, partially later. But yeah, it starts so cheesy, but it's actually so good. I mean, I love it, so I'm a huge fan. So
noted.
You can copy like image address, right? So that will be our URL.
Yes.
Oh, it looks weird. Is it correct?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, if you can, you may paste it in another tab. Let's just see if it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, nice.
So instantiate contract, right?
Yeah, instantiate.
Instantiate. Sorry, my English is like.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
And that will be it, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is only, again, creating the token that you're gonna.
Token.
Yeah, use. So if you just approve that, if you go at the top, we should actually, you know, scroll there. If you, so this is the contract address for your token. If you can, you know, save that somewhere so we don't really lose it.
Let me open something. I'm just gonna stop sharing for a second. So
yeah, it's all right. Don, some people said your voice is a little bit bad.
Mine?
Oh,
Oh, there's
shit.
some.
People are saying you'll have to reshoot the entire thing if you don't fix this fast.
What?
Just, I don't know. Just seen it. Oh,
Fucking hell.
no. No, it's all right. Yeah.
I did
Is
not
it only
connect my microphone. It's from the
really
headphone.
change
Fuck.
mic, please?
It's better now, right? It's good. Guys, you were here from the very beginning. Why you didn't say anything?
Yeah, 7 minutes ago. It's all right.
I lost you now because of this.
Can you hear me? Maybe.
Wait, no, this audio output, this will be sorry, this will be this. Be good, right? Now is good.
You know what? This is amazing. Like, I mean, now I'm realizing that, the whole thing is actually, well, really bad.
But you heard me. That's weird.
I mean, I didn't really have any problems. Or
Yeah,
maybe that
like
you,
I didn't connect this microphone.
yeah.
Yeah, like sorry, Highlander. I was I was share screening. So
Yeah,
let's actually see.
just saw it actually. Yeah. It's okay.
Fucking hell. Look, guys. Well, we will continue, right? Now it's okay. Look, the Don Kryptonium is always the quality man, and this is really this is breaking my heart for what happened.
That actually gives us another time to speak, maybe.
Yeah, but it never happened. Every time before I would start the conversation, but I'm surprised you didn't cut me on this.
I mean, I could hear you well, but this is a lot better than what I heard.
It was connected mic here. I just didn't connected it to Restream. So I use this mic. It's probably because you never watched my videos, so you didn't know what's there.
I actually did watch some, but maybe I'm just so used to that kind of, voice. And
Yeah, no,
maybe I'm not maybe I'm not having a premium life. That's it.
Yeah, like fuck. It's okay. I mean, first time happened. Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys, and thank you for your takes. So we will continue now. Like, okay, whatever happened, sorry for being a horse shit for the past 40 minutes. But it would be sad to do this. But you scared me so much. If you were okay, people will be okay. Whatever. Like, don't be
Yeah.
really weak. Sometimes it happens, right? It's like, just get yourself together and watch this. So
Yeah, right.
we
Okay,
did it,
so
right?
yeah, you got the contract address. So let's just do an airdrop now.
So now we go to airdrops. That's correct?
Wait, did you save the contract address?
I did.
Just
This one.
okay. Yeah, just copy the contract address.
Okay, I copied this again, but I have it saved.
No,
And I go
no,
to air.
not the. Yeah, not all of them though. Just only the contract address. So that also had the transaction hash, but yeah, you don't really need it.
Oh, okay. So like that's okay. I copied this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
create airdrop, right?
Create exactly. So yeah, let's
Is
just
the
give it a
same,
name.
the like Don Kryptonium
No,
or whatever.
you can just like give it an airdrop name, so it can be whatever.
Don drop. That's Don
Don't
drop.
drop. All right.
This is it, right?
Yeah,
Here, CW.
the contract address.
And um
contract address. Sorry for closing this. Because I'm actually going to.
What is on your screen? Come on.
No, I closed it. I have some password, so like
Right.
I should, because I use notes for, but it's okay. I'm gonna fix it now quickly.
So we're actually going old school with passwords.
Don't tell anyone.
Maybe.
I'm actually like, don't tell anyone how
I didn't tell it. You told everyone.
Yeah, but I have like 100 passwords everywhere. I'm still interacting with Web 2. But okay, now I'm gonna show everyone.
Right, password manager is the key to everyone. Use password managers.
So this is the contract address for you people now to know.
Nice.
I save it in proper place.
Nice.
So this is 2 because it's also transaction hash. So we check only the first thing that it says contract address.
Exactly. So if you copy that, paste it in there.
Going here.
So normally, yeah, you can choose a time, but for our case, let's just not really choose anything. It's just that you can enter a date in the future to start and end, but we can just go with immediately and never. So just always be claimable. And wait, you can actually see the transaction message. Yeah. If you actually click on the component, the transaction message down at the bottom. So show transaction.
Oh, and there will be should be contract, no?
Yeah. So this is actually what we're sending. So you can use this to get a.
Okay, so it has our contract address, so we didn't have to save it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you use, not all of them, but this is what you would use to just create an airdrop on DAO. Like you would just copy the message.
So on DAO, I will have to do it.
Yeah, if you want the DAO to own the airdrop.
So I have to choose some people to drop it, right?
Yeah.
Or what is happening? This is account, right?
So you would need a CSV file, which is comma separated values. So you would need,
can you tell we don't have to do it, but can you tell if I schedule the airdrop, for example, to the delegators, right?
Yeah.
How I easy get the list of CSV?
Yeah.
Do I have to do it manually or I can just download it?
So we were actually talking about this problem right now. You don't have a way to get a list of addresses. And what we're actually internally talking about is an easy way to get a snapshot of users or some certain specific things based on some filters. Normally what people do is they have some block height, some events, and they just take a snapshot at that date, at that block height, and just like use everything. But I mean, in our case, like what we thought about is, so if you have a project and if you just take a snapshot from a certain block height, maybe you don't really have the certain community that you want to actually airdrop to. So like you have all these different addresses and all these different people that are just like selling your token right when they got it. So that actually hurts the project a little bit. So in our case, that we think that it's a problem. You have to like pinpoint your audience and your community to be able to work with the members. So
that's
what we're actually
that's very good. So what you're saying, if I airdrop, like if I do airdrop, I don't want to airdrop this to everyone. I want to be able to extract those who will be supporting the Dawn project, because others will dump it and rag the project. So the design of the airdrops that we had before that include everyone, even those who do not interact, even those who always dump, is negative for the project and should be done better.
Exactly. So that's what we thought about, and just going to give you some alpha, and we're working on something along those lines, actually, around snapshots. We wanted to give tools the ability to just get a snapshot for yourself. So again, not going to tell a lot more, but this is an alpha, so we're actually working on something like that, something that you can do with wallets, in like filtering, those kind of thing. Maybe we can have another call about it when it actually when we have the whole base structure. Yeah. But yeah, in the future, in the coming months, you will be able to get a snapshot for your preferences, for your configuration, actually.
And this is when Don Kryptonium airdrop will happen. That's
all right. Let's see what happens.
I should put the picture image to my validator. I would get more, but don't worry. Like, if I will ever do anything, I will not announce it. So I don't want to feel that pressure. Yeah. We don't have file, right? So what should we do? We should stop here, or
I cannot. Do you have Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Wait, I'm just gonna send you my.
I'll
send you my ID.
Yeah, or I can quickly shoot. Oh, okay, you have yours. So.
Yeah. Let me just find.
Send message. Cannot send, so I have to send you friend request. Okay, you can pass me some CSW, right?
Yes.
CSV, sorry.
Yes. Pending. So this is.
You haven't sent me yet?
No, I'm just sending it now. So you can add your address in there, the one you used to. The one you're using. You got it?
Yeah, so I'm just going to download it, right?
Yeah, maybe you can edit it and delete some of the zeros from that, because your token, that should be million, but you can't really. Just make it like 500, the amounts, just so we have tokens to actually distribute. Oh, wait. Just close this. Open with text edit.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that is easier to do.
I mean, people see the mess I have. Open with text edit.
Text edit. Yeah.
Here we are, and I can add my address, right? Also.
Exactly.
So, is she going to? Are you getting annoyed with people who are not really,
What
that are such a tech retards and do everything so
I'm
slow?
I'm not at all, actually. If you can make those 500, that would be great, because maybe you don't really have a lot of tokens. Let's just have it in.
So how we should each of them will receive 1 million, right? So we are going to change it. We are actually going to. It should be.
Works,
but it should be 1 million total, right? So it cannot.
Yeah, this should actually work. And for the question.
Or no. It has to be. So it doesn't have to be million that we have at Genesis.
Yeah, you don't have to airdrop all the tokens that you have. So
right. So we can keep for later. Perfect.
So what's going to happen is you had 1 million that is allocated to you, and you set the cap for 2 million, right? What's going to happen is all the the sum of these numbers are 3,000. So you have to mint 3,000 tokens to this airdrop contract. So in the end, what you're going to have is 1 million and 3,000 in total tokens that are live in the token contract.
Right.
Again, for your question, I really like helping people out. you can just like go on Discord and just see my messages with people. So I don't really have any problem, people asking too much, because it's sometimes it's hard to grasp everything that we do, and you have to lend out a helping hand for the people to actually come into this community. That's what I got. So people actually help me out. So I'm just like returning that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I think I hope more would understand that some of us just like are not fluent, right? And it's actually first time I'm using Juno tools, so I can close it, and that will be the one that I can upload, right? So I'm going to choose the file.
Yes.
And
did you save it?
Yes, it's here. Like I saved it before, so I saved it before.
Can you just open the file again? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it seems you might have been wrong, that the amount might need to equal to 2 million.
No. It doesn't really change.
So why
check that?
So why it didn't?
I mean, I don't know. I've been using this file every time, but it didn't really throw me an error at all. What if you just delete the line that you put?
This one.
Just like, yeah, just leave it as original.
Why would it be a problem?
I don't know. That's just development for you. You don't really know why things are happening.
You're excluding me from the airdrop. That's okay.
Let's just see.
Nope.
It.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah. It didn't really throw you an error, so it actually worked.
Oh, did we have error before? No.
No. You had a little pop-up comment saying that it has to be positive integers. Integers are positive, so
yeah. Let's try again, okay?
Okay. You know what? Just Actually, no. Wait. Copy one of the lines in here. So yeah, instead of just like writing it by hand, let's just then just paste it down there.
Why? If I want to put my address.
Yeah. We're gonna change the address later on. I don't know why you typed in 10, like 1,000. No, just then use your address. Actually, replace the one that you pasted right now. Just like just
why
copy
this
that.
Way? Or why this way? You think?
Because you actually wrote the amount, but it actually gave you an error. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But since the file was working in its original state, I was just thinking maybe copying that would work.
No, so it's problem with what I'm adding.
Yeah,
it seems like.
What if you just make it like 500? Let me just try to actually. Can you send me your address so maybe I can just try it?
My address?
Yeah.
Yeah. That will be on Discord, right?
Yeah, that would work.
So sorry guys for let me see.
All right, we're gonna get there in a sec. So, all right, I just saved it. Let me see if it works for me. It actually works for me. Didn't really have any problems. So maybe you want me to share the screen?
Yeah, but I have to do this to execute the contract, right? The airdrop. So
yeah, but let me send you the file I have right now with your address in it. Maybe that works. So this is what I have. Yeah, maybe Highlander is right. Copy and paste. So it can act weird.
That's okay. We will figure it out. But yeah, don't seems don't use copy and paste.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the file you sent me, and we are going to use the one that you just sent me.
Nice.
And as we do it, perfect.
It works.
Works.
Great.
Create airdrop.
Yeah, if you, yep. Great.
Wow, stressful.
It works though. Okay. Now, so we actually have an escrow step for, preventing spams and, all those kind of things. Because of that, you need to just put tokens into an escrow contract and just get it when you actually continue the process. So you don't have to, do anything. You can just click on deposit one Juno. So normally you can see you have.
So that will be testnet Juno, right? So you just need the Juno in your wallet if you do it on the mainnet.
Exactly, and again, you're gonna get it back after that. So it just takes a couple of minutes for you to just process the escrow. And then what you do is just gives you the airdrop contract address. So in the URL, in the URL, you can see the contract address, right? In the processing. So if you can actually save that too, so you don't really lose the contract address. And once that is done, we'll just move on with the next step.
So this is really good for the doing separate video, because here we do the slow version while we also having a chat. So I can promise you that all of that I learned with you today, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna make 10 minutes tutorial doing this. Not sure if we should do the Juno or DAO, or I might try to figure out by myself how to do it.
That would be better. Just hit me up with any questions, and I'd love to help.
Yeah, because I do have this testing DAO, which is called Wolfpack DAO. I'm not sure if you've seen it.
I actually saw it. Yeah.
Oh, didn't you? Wow.
Yeah.
I thought I could do something with that, but I'm lazy. I had Stable Diffusion.
What is that?
Is AI art generator, and it was so good.
Oh yeah. One of the AI art generators. So
and the friend was actually telling me it's exceptional. So I was able to do some of really nice arts of the wolf, and I thought I'm gonna make it and drop it very cheap on the Stargaze, and everything will go to this little treasury of the wolf DAO, so people can actually experiment by themselves, that was the plan.
You're gonna have to do the token, sending tokens to Juno and everything else manually, right? So you don't really have a way to invoke DAO, the DAO from Stargaze.
No, so I would have to sell so I would have to do it by myself, sell NFT, then I would have to take it to my custody, then I would have to transfer it to treasury, because there is no way to interact with it right now. This is the little wolves I did for my
oh yeah, I've seen this.
It's Van Gogh style.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's AI. It's AI. No, I did just few and I gave up, but this is all AI art. But it meant to be a joke, right? So I'm not pushing with it. That's the thumbnail for my next video.
Nice.
The escrow is done, right?
Nice. So you can just go ahead and click register. What I really like about this is only at first you enter some information, which is the name, the token address.
It's fine.
It's just clicking buttons.
Yeah, so I'm really bad with the reading, but don't be like me and always still check what's happening here. I would advise that, despite that we just clicking buttons, I think so we execute
you actually wait, don't really click approve. So if you actually scroll down on the message, so you can see this is the release locked funds. So this is where you actually get the escrow.
So we're releasing the funds from the million that is there, and 300K is going to go to airdrop, right?
No, we don't really fund the airdrop yet. That's the next step. We just
that's the release. That's the first step.
Yeah. In this step we just register and release the escrow, and when you go to the next step, if you click on approve,
so I can approve now, right?
Yeah.
Then
the next step,
these slow chains, few seconds blocks.
It's okay though.
Yeah.
Okay, so because we entered 3,000. Wait, not 3,000. What did we enter? 100,000. 300,000. No. We did 300,000, and because it's in 6 decimals, it just divides that by a million, and this is what you see normally.
Right. So it's correct. It's actually 300,000 on.
Exactly. It is like confusing sometimes, but we don't really, what we need to do as developers is not really show the actual and the decimals and everything to the user, but the actual amount that they're gonna get. So in this step, we're actually minting tokens for the airdrop contract on your token. And if you just click on
so they are gonna be created now.
Yes, it's gonna be minted, these new tokens.
So fund the airdrop. That's what I do, right?
Yeah.
This is the mint that's gonna happen. So we check like the airdrop fund, and this is the how the tokens will be created now and airdropped, right? Already airdropped or not yet?
Actually, yeah. So if you just fund it, you can see the message. It says like mint, and that recipient is your airdrop contract address.
So this is also for everyone. They can actually see how the actual contract looked itself. This is the lines and approve, right?
Exactly.
That's
approve. And how did that come up?
Magic.
Yeah, nice, great. So
we have it,
everything,
right?
Yeah.
Should I have it in my wallet now? No, I have to add it to my Kepler.
You have to claim it. You have to go to the claim page. So if you just open airdrops list, and let's just wait till we get the okay. So you can see your Dawn drop, and you can see how much allocation you have. So if you go into claim,
are you sure it's gonna be 100,000 Dawn or?
Yeah. So again, if you divide 100,000 to a million, you get 0.1.
Because why? Because I'm asking because when I was claiming HOWL, it actually shows you the proper amount, like 500 HOWL tokens.
They actually gave you 500 million then. So in the background, it's represented as 500 million. So that's 500 million means like 5 billion, is it? No.
So actually we should create a way bigger number because otherwise we're gonna get the fraction.
Exactly. I mean, we did it because you created a token with 2 million cap, and we just didn't want to overflow. We didn't want it to just like go to 3 million.
We're receiving the decimals, so actually we're receiving the smallest unit of the Dawn. It's 100,000 of the smallest Dawn unit. So it's like it would be equivalent of U Juno if I would have to tell that it's like U Dawn, right? So we receive 100,000 of U Dawns. Okay, that's understandable. So I get that. So if I will create the proper one, and tell me this.
So it shows you your balance, your token balance as 1 Dawn, because that's what we entered 1 million
Mm-hmm.
when setting the initial balance, and that equals
Yeah.
to, like you said, $1. And
Yeah.
yeah, you can see every other info in here too.
Yeah, so when I will do proper one, I will make sure it has higher numbers because people like to have high numbers, right?
Yeah.
And tell me, this token symbol is not taken, right? Every token symbol can be created a million times.
It's not a unique thing. It's just for, displaying it on, DEXs, exchanges, and those kind of things.
So I can claim now.
Yep.
First is the claim, right?
Yep. So if you actually claim, let's just
this
see.
is so amazing because really, like there is no. I don't think is there a tutorial of the Juno tools. There is not, right?
If so, in the left you can see there is a documentation link, right? On the sidebar.
Okay,
if you click on that,
it's the docs. You know what's the problem? Like I realized recently. So it's the first, actually the 2 weeks ago, first time I start using GitHub or anything. People don't use the documentation. There is a lot of tutorials you can find on GitHub as well. People just don't use GitHub. So I think when I make tutorials, it's more accessible in video form because people like to see it. So you make it easy also. You allow us to add the token to the Kepler. So and DAO does the same, right?
Yeah.
Allows you to add and I have more because
you already had you already had an initial balance and you just claimed your 0.1 DON. 1.1.
Right. So the initial balance go to my wallet and the airdrop is taken from the reserve assets. That wasn't clear at first.
You actually got the initial balance because you entered your address. So if you just entered my address, I would get the initial balance.
Can be initial balance be sent to like treasury address?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
like on DAO, if you create it as DAO, can it be sent to treasury, right?
You can just put any address you want in there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that was probably exhausting for you to get with the guy like me.
I saw it.
You did something like you showed something with the Stargaze, and I wonder if you mind to show us, because I tell you something. Look, I have great collection of the NFT, right?
Yeah.
Like it's gonna change everything. It's gonna change the name.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be so grand.
Gonna shake Stargate up. Yeah.
It's going to actually shape all of the Cosmos ecosystem. That's how good it is. So I have it ready.
Right.
I have it ready, and I want to deploy it. But it's very complicated how to do it on Stargaze. It's so difficult. I don't know how to do this. And I think you might have the solution.
I think I have the solution for this. Yeah. I mean,
could you show me?
I think I have. Yeah, of course.
Wow. Would be really amazing to have solution for that.
I mean, I have solutions for a lot of things, but that's for another talk. Yeah.
But this would be really, because I think Stargaze thing, so let's say I know Stargaze, and that includes some members like the Shane and Jake. They think that deploying the NFT is very easy, and I think it's easy.
Yep.
If you are not Web3 person, you will not be able to do this. I mean, if you only have the wallet, well, you hold the crypto, but you don't really interact much with the contracts, with the codes. You will not be able to do this, right? So is it possible that we will be able to do this as easily as we just did mint the token with the Juno tools?
You bet, I would say. Let me just show you what I have. Yeah. I mean, tooling is about just getting no code out there, actually. So
it's so amazing. Yeah. Do you know Design DAO? I spent some chat with him about like how UX suck and how we could make maybe things like easier and better. Like, so
Yeah.
I think people don't realize how important is the work you do, how important is the tooling actually.
Yeah.
Do you know how to share the screen? Like,
can you see it?
yes, I have it.
Okay, so this is Stargaze Studio. This is still in work, so this is live on the testnet now. And we would love to get your feedback, the community's feedback, to make this a lot better. And again, we're still going to just work on it, but let's just go to another
Can you
wallet.
tell me if it's in a testnet or it's not even in a testnet yet? It's just you having it.
Yeah, it's live on testnet right now. So you can just go to studio.publicawesome.dev. You can just see the website for yourself. I mean, you have the link on Twitter. We mentioned, so people can just like come in and create their own.
I wonder if it's maybe the one that actually Jake Harnell already sent me recently, because he sent me link to Public Awesome, and I thought maybe he sent me the link to the.
It might be it if you can check it.
Yeah, I'm going down with my like shit. Like, man, I leave just way too many tweets. I have to stop.
It's okay.
Like, because I'm quite active on Twitter, which is probably not healthy.
Yeah.
And if you try to find then something, like I realize, oh, the day passed and you feel like you left few tweets, but you actually left 50 tweets. So
just see my tabs. I just like closed all of them, but yeah, it's chaotic.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to see my desktop. Sometimes to scare people, I show them my desktop.
I try to keep mine clean, because otherwise
it was okay. I did the other job. It's after I start recording videos. So, okay, I found it. Studio.publicawesome.dev, and he asked me to make the tutorial. I'm gonna make it.
Okay, great.
Gonna make it.
Okay.
Yeah, like so this is another one. Like it's cool. He sent me the right thing.
Okay then.
So if
I
if
can
you
just
show me for the first time.
Yeah. All right. So you can see the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell about the collection creation, and we just like go over the other things later. So basically, when creating a collection, you need to have IPFS. You need to upload your images and metadata to IPFS. So we actually use two different services for that. One is NFT storage, and the other one is Pinata. For our case, I'm just going to use NFT storage. First, you need to get your API keys, and this is actually so we actually written a documentation about how to use this. Also, Stargaze's own documentation explains explains how to get the API keys there. So you can just like go check it out and to get this kind of
documentation on the Stargaze. I see in the bottom left-hand corner there says documentation, and in that it says how to get the API keys, right?
Exactly. So if you go into, so this is actually Stargaze's own documentation, and we're gonna add the one we have about Stargaze Studio in here, so you can have more info about how to do these things. But so let's say that we got the API key. So what I need to do is I need to upload the images that I have. So if I come in here, so I actually clicked on assets. So I'm just going to choose like 3 different images.
So when you choose the file, what's the limit? How many you can upload? Because I understand this is the collection, so this is the number of, right?
Yeah.
How many?
So the maximum amount is 10,000. That is written on the contract, so you can't really upload more than 10,000. For our case, let's just like upload 3. So you have these previews of images that you can interact with. So you have different name, description, URL, like some other attributes and everything. So what you need to do now is also add metadata. So I'm just going to just get a
it's so much easier to watch someone doing things.
Yeah. So
we should do it with Juno tools.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would love to help.
Yeah.
Again, I chose 3 different files. That is also, you know, reflecting the images. So when I click it, at first I didn't really have anything, but now I have all these different attributes, the name, description, and, you know, for the rest of the stuff, again, it's filled with information, filled with metadata. So normally, yeah, if I had more, I can just like come up here and, you know, click the next buttons and just go through them and just edit them through here. So if I just, you know, change this something else, it would work. But let's just like leave it as it is. Then after we, you know, chose everything, we need to, you know, enter details about the collection. So what do you want it to be? Don's collection.
Don's collection. Make it Don's collection.
Donna.
I have idea for many collections. People don't realize it's gonna just dominate so much. Just delegate to Don Cryptonium if you don't want to miss that.
First collection, right?
Yes, Don's first collection. Donna
All right.
Don.
Description.
Good.
Just symbol.
Donna Don.
Donna.
All
right. Then I can choose a cover image, so I can actually use like GIF. Is it GIF or GIF? What do you say?
I say GIF.
Yeah, I say GIF too. All right. Then
you know,
I can choose.
Recently, I recently find out that you say FAQ and not FAQ. I always said FAQ. Go to FAQ to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can totally say that, but I guess maybe not everywhere. But
yeah.
So again, I chose a cover image. You can just choose anything that you want. This will be again uploaded to the server, to the IPFS. I'll just leave external link since this is optional. Maybe this can be like Twitter page you have or something else. Price 100 stars for each. Per address. So let's just get one
because there's only 3, right? We don't want to
one. I mean, I can make it. Yeah, just like getting everything. For the start time, let's just like
just about soon, a bit later, right? Like 3 minutes
25,
from now.
25. Yeah, okay, great. And then we can, you know, we can go with no whitelist, or we can just create a new whitelist. So this is basically the same thing. We can just enter a price, the member limit. This is a TXT file where we can choose, where we can add different addresses. We can have start, end time. I'm not gonna mess with this now because I don't want to, you know, create a file.
This is very basic. It's easy to understand probably for everyone. You know.
Exactly. And if you actually created your whitelist before, you know, creating the collection, you can just come up here and, you know, enter an address. But let's just go with no whitelist now. And again, we can just choose what address will get royalty. Again, this is the percentage. So if I want 10%, I just write 10. I'll enter the address.
I know? Can you have less than 5 on Stargaze?
I need to check. I'm not really sure. Probably written in contract, but
because
again, I need
the lowest I've seen is 5. It's like, why no one like? I think should be.
Maybe that's just, you know, people like how it looks. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the same as with 5% commission on
the commission.
Once we did 5, and now it's always 5, right? We never think it's 3, 4, but let's make it 5. Like
it's the minimum commission though, so it's actually enforced in the chain. So you can't really go lower than 5. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm just gonna leave royalty as it is. Just not gonna select anything. So if I actually click create collection, so I can confirm it. We just wait for the files to be uploaded to IPFS. We just wait a bit. Just drink water while you're at it. I think that key works. Hope so. Okay. So can you see the Kepler model?
Oh no, it doesn't pop out.
Oh, all right. Let me just wait. Let me just go to entire
Highlander
screen.
poking at you something.
What is he saying? Oh, he's talking about Furkan, our DevOps engineer, dealing with validators and those kind of things. Shout out to Furkan from here. We love you, man.
Hellman. Furkan Hellman.
Yeah, he's Satan. So you
there
can,
is,
yeah. So this is the message that we get. So it has all the information about the collection, amount and everything. So if we just click on approve, we might not be able to actually get it because I think we're a bit late because
the time shit, too much talk.
Yeah, just gonna do it again. All right, no problem. 27. Shit.
It's only 5 minutes, right? 5-minute blocks.
All right. 28. Would that work?
It works, yeah.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's just do 30. No problem. All right.
We have time.
Anymore. Yeah.
In what time zone are you? Central European time? Sorry. This
1 hour ahead of Central European time. So I'm actually living in Turkey.
Yeah.
All right, let's just like.
It's good. You're closer to me. 1 hour closer to me. So.
Wait, where are you?
Hong Kong. Told you.
What do you mean 1 hour closer?
Oh, because I'm like 6 hours ahead of you. So.
Oh, okay.
If you're in Turkey, so 1 hour closer to. So no, you are. Yeah, I think now is 5 or 6 hours ahead.
6, 7. I don't know.
It's like 5:30 here. Shit, the days pass so fast.
Yeah, mine is 12:30, so 5 hours. All right. So we created the collection, and we have the Minter contract address. So I'm just going to open this in a new tab, so we can see the config. So this is on contracts, the dashboard. So let me just save the address. So if we go to contract dashboard, if we go to Minter, we go to query, we can see the config, and if we have like some other, we can see the total mintable tokens. So it's 3 because we didn't really mint anything, and yeah. So again, we can see all the other info. This is same as the SG71 721 contract. You see the collection info. We can see all other things like NFT info. Wait, does it work? Maybe because we didn't really mint it, it's not really showing up in here. Let's just like.
Yeah, I wonder like how you then mint it. Where is the?
Okay, so normally you would create your collection in here and just mint it on Launchpad, right? But since we are actually, or maybe we can actually go to Launchpad. So
because we are in the testnet, right? But in the Launchpad, I think you have to pay extra, no?
Is it? Let me see. It should. All right, this is 404. Maybe I have to get the Minter address. So I'll just go back, replace this address. See, we can see our collection, and it starts in 1 minute. So let me share the link.
And I can mint. Oh shit! I don't have the Stargaze testnet tokens.
Don't you? All right, it's okay. I can actually send it to you. You know what? I'm gonna send you. All right, wait. I'm just gonna stop sharing, so maybe you can share. Minting the whole thing.
I don't have the. Can I share my regular Stargaze address? I think they are the same, right?
That would work, yeah.
Because I don't have it added as the Stargaze testnet, I think Stargaze maybe doesn't communicate testnet efforts so well. The Juno is pretty good about communicating, the testnet here, testnet there. I should explore it more. because I just like Shane so much.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, obviously, like with apps and toolings like this, we can have more an easy way to test optics in testnet. So I just sent you some tokens, and
nice.
Also sent you the link. So let's see if we can mint one.
Should I share my screen, for instance?
Yeah, sure.
So people can see. Look how many tabs. It's already
Nice.
minting. So
yeah,
on the launchpad.
Let's.
Of course,
Okay, you need to connect.
I know the.
Yeah.
Madon. Ooh,
all right.
So rich.
Nice. So let's just mint one.
Yes. Yes.
Nice. Nice.
We are so GMI. We are so GMI.
All right.
Look
so if you can actually,
this is the one I got.
If you can actually go to this link now,
right?
Yeah. So if you can click on config, is this the right one? Let me see. Oh, this is not the one, I think. Wait. I just sent you the. All right, just sent you the wrong link. All right, this is the correct one. And if you can actually connect your wallet, it's showing as not. Yeah, we need to fix that before
it does
connecting
show
your wallet.
The query response.
Yeah, if you can click on collection info, the drop down item, and say like NFT info. So if you can type 1 in there, so the first token, you can see the token Urian. This wasn't there before.
And this is the one I minted, right? Because the number 2 is not minted yet.
Exactly. So that is the one you minted. If
there's only one per max one, so I couldn't do. But if you mean that, right?
Yeah.
I should be able to see it. Yeah.
Let me mint the other one, so you can just write 2 in there. So it's all right. 1 second.
I must tell, like, this is what you built is so amazing. Like, and I kind of feel like why people don't know about the. Oh, you already minted.
Oh yeah, just did it.
Yeah, there is. Just like the fact that people don't know about this. So much work about like to make it easier for people.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we
kudos to the team for it's not just me who did it, but kudos to the team for the efforts.
Yeah, we can next time talk tomorrow of your team.
Yeah,
I want to share, like, because there is actually 10 people watching us. So guys, if you want to let people know how to do like collection on Stargaze, you can choose, because the beginning is, we were having chit chat, but also the audio is shit. But you can actually do share the video from the exact point, where we start the creation of the NFT collection on Stargaze, and you can show this part only. You can show the part when we do Juno tools as well. So this is what I share. And as I said, maybe in the next 2-3 weeks, the tutorials will be delivered depending on the time. There's a lot of content, always some drama to do. But I do want to make more tutorials, and I realize that people watch them. Actually, people want to learn. And I try to pass it, in just as simple as possible.
Yeah.
So thank you for
expect
for
tutorials.
Yeah, expect a lot of them. They are coming. Probably for free, but I would expect people to donate to me. That's
right, guys, how I like. Don't forget. Come on.
Yeah, just throw the cash at me. By the way, like, I heard some opinion. What do you think is most important? Okay, for GMI, for the blockchain, is it the layer ones? Is it the language, like Rust? Is it the, the Cosmos, or is it just the application? What's most important thing that will happen in the blockchain that actually make it GMI?
I mean, as a whole, everything is really, really important because Tyler is saying something.
No, he doesn't like our NFT. So.
Well, really? Come on,
yeah,
Highlander.
I don't know. Like, hey, Highlander, maybe you can do better one, okay? If you hating like this, just do better one instead of hating.
I didn't call you Satan, by the way. Maybe called Furkan Satan, not in a bad way though. Yeah.
A lot of crypto people is delusional, Yeah. Here's new ticker S shit. Yeah.
But again, I mean, everything is as important as each of them. So I can't really say, all right, this is really important or that is really important. It's just that everything. I mean, like I said, I guess the most important thing is it doesn't matter if you have the coolest, the best tech in the world. If you can't really market it, or if you can't really just spread it out to people, doesn't really matter, because blockchains are made of people. It's a different social experiment where it involves a lot of people and a lot of like actors in it. So it's not about tech at all. I mean, smart contracts or this, that, doesn't matter at all. Just about the people, I believe.
Yeah. I actually thought, given this, I think the end game is just the best applications. And the blockchains are very secondary. Like the layer one of the blockchain. Because there's some paradox, like you will not be able to solve the paradox of the layer one blockchains that are becoming better and better. Every 2 years we will get better and faster chains, right?
Probably.
So the chains kind of like, some will be slowly getting outdated, while but the one thing that can survive that is application, because application can just migrate from chain to chain, right? So this is kind of like the applications can be.
Sorry to interrupt, but you say application, but again, it's all about the people that are using it. So application means people, actually.
Yeah.
So again, it comes back to the community to just be active and just come together and make this into another, like, to a wonderful place. So again, it's not really, in my opinion, about, I mean, it's about application, of course, but application means people. So I guess we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, it is, of course. Like, the application will not work no matter how good is this. So you will have to have this network effect, right? But the network effect that happened just on layer one and not on the application will essentially get outdated in the something. And that's kind of like thinking that it could potentially happen. The same, like, I heard opinion, it's not mine. I listened to the guy, like, his name is Martin Shkreli, known as the Pharma Bro before. And he would like have opinion that probably like all programming languages that we have gonna be getting outdated. And when I think of this, like, I'm not programmer, but like, you see how many new languages is just popping, and people are like, wow, this one is so good. And this one, like, you had the we had well, the Rust is relatively new. Everyone loves Rust. So we got the the module Cosmos, but there is also Move, that was developed at Facebook, that Aptos and Sui is using, right? So there's always some modifications, and probably at some point I saw some other languages have other niche, and there will be new ones coming, right? But if you have good application with good community, you are able to move and migrate.
Just move on. Yeah,
so
exactly.
But the layer ones not necessarily be able to do that. Like, this is kind of like what I was
I
thinking
guess
about.
that's the power. I mean, if we talk about like Cosmos, let's say, that's the power it has, because you can have your application, you can just like go with it for a while, then you can create your app chain, and just if you want, you can also like upload your contracts on other networks, just like integrate IBC to them, and just like communicate with all of them. And that's what I love about Cosmos. It's not about like being a Cosmos Maxi and this and that, but the technology and the future that it brings, the internet of blockchains. Being able to just like communicate with any chain, just like connect to them in a network. That's what I like about it. It's not like, it shouldn't really be, in my opinion, shouldn't be like stuck on one thing, but just like understand the whole vision and just like go with it.
And this is very clever design, because even if layer ones get outdated and the new ones come, they can connect to IBC, right? Something that so it doesn't matter, because it can always be vibrant ecosystem that is upgradable. And I think actually the being upgradable is very important. Like some people say no, like if you non-upgradable is better feature, right? But I think it's actually not.
No,
so
yeah, I mean, like as with people, technology and the applications we have also needs to change actually, because you can't really, like, I mean, in the banking like industry, we have all these different systems where they're still using the same languages they invented like 20-30 years ago. I mean, that's when you think about it, that's really unacceptable, right? Because it's really outdated, it's really legacy, so it needs to be updated, it needs to be upgraded in order to keep up with the the progress we have.
So I would say, for the people, don't get too bullish on one language and don't get too bullish on one layer, but get bullish on the community and product itself, because I think that's
wise words, people. Wise words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm able to nail it. I'm not sure
you
how.
did. You did.
What's the next for you?
Sorry. Just the door rang. I'm the only one at home.
No problem. Yeah, sure. Probably gonna finish soon, guys. This like full moon festival, so I have family dinner today. I still need to edit the video. Okay, I was talking to myself.
Yeah, you asked something.
Yeah, Juno, Stargaze, T-Grade. Don't know about T-Grade. What's next for DEUS Labs? What's interesting and promising for you?
I mean, as I said before, we love being a technical validator in the ecosystem, and we love just coming up with products that other people can use, like making people's life easier. So obviously, we don't want to stop here. If it's possible, we can just move to other chains and just like develop apps for them. Even with Juno, Stargaze, we want to actively just do things, and it's just that it feels good to be able to help people out. Again, because this community we have is actually have that in its core vision, helping each other out. So that's how we actually grow and make things bigger. So as the DEUS Labs, we'll love to just help more people out with different toolings, different different products, apps, and we want to move to different chains and just like spread out and help a lot more people.
Yeah.
Just like
what I meant to say. Have you heard of Celestia?
Yes, I'm trying to get my head around it. Actually, the modular approach actually sounds great. I read some things, but I couldn't really figure out like how actually the internals and the things work. I need to read a lot more about it, but it is promising that it helps you. They just like figured out this way to handle the data in a much more efficient way, so that maybe you can have nodes running on your phone even, and it will be it will be validating blocks and everything. I guess that will be the future that we're gonna have, because I mean the chains we have right now are all of them monolithic chains. It's just like running everything on a single layer. But you know, with Celestia and everything else, I hope that it just like brings more value and in more ways to actually build on things. And it looks promising, but you know, I got to read a lot more about it.
Yeah, I'm asking you, maybe after you read, you can come and explain to people, because I have a friend and he's like, man, I don't know which chain, I'm bullish on Cosmos, but have you looked into Celestia? Like he's have you looked into Celestia? I don't understand anything. So like, despite I'm looking, I just don't know anything. So I'm trying to ask around. So what's this like? What's the difference? Do you know like any basic difference between like Celestia and Juno, or Celestia Neutron? Just like because that will be smart contract.
Maybe if you can open Celestia's website and share it, or wait, maybe if I can do it. Maybe I can just like go on there and, you know, show it through the pictures.
You or me?
No, I'm just gonna open it. All right, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I understood was, I mean, as we can see in the picture, we have the consensus and execution layer, which is the one we have right now in Cosmos blockchains. So everything runs in here, and you have different smart contracts on top of things. But Celestia does this in another way, which is it handles consensus and data layer. They just build their tech just doing this, and you can have different execution layers, which is like you can use Cosmos SDK. Again, I have to read. Don't just take my word for it. Go on and read. That's what I understood. Maybe I'm wrong. So you have Cosmos SDK, and you have, let's say, EVMs. So you can use Celestia's underlying infrastructure and put Cosmos SDK on top of it, or like EVM on top of it. It just handles the consensus and the data. So then you have again, Cosmos SDK and some other like protocols just on top of what Celestia has built. And then you can have smart contracts on top of it. So you can even use EVM with Celestia. So that's the vision they bring to the table.
So and, as of now, so we have Juno, that's Cosmos, right? And we have like, let's say, some EVM chain, Evmos, right? So we would have to transfer from chain to chain. But with Celestia, they both can run in Celestia, and you think the transaction would be like seamless, or aiming wrongly at this?
I don't think so, because again, they're using two different technologies. I mean, we have IBC for you know, YBC within Cosmos ecosystem, right? But that's not really the case with some other EVM chains. So I don't think they can just like send messages just like easily. But it just gives you the consensus and the data layer, so that you don't have to worry about it and just like implement your application on the execution layer. So it doesn't really, your application will not really be running the consensus and data layer. It's just gonna use it from Celestia's infrastructure.
Okay, can I ask you, does it remove the problem that Juno had with malicious smart contracts?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay, because I thought you...
Yeah, so what happened with Juno was the consensus halted, the whole network halted, because it was supposed to do that, because otherwise you get, you know, different things happening. So I guess with this approach, again, the consensus would hold. So it doesn't really matter if it's, you know, Celestia or anything else.
But isn't the execution layer not really affecting the consensus layer here?
No, it's totally two different things. The execution layer actually communicates with the consensus layer. So consensus layer is like an engine that is running all the time. Then you have Cosmos SDK, which is using the Tendermint consensus layer. So it's just like sending out different, you know, messages to the layer and getting it back. So you have all these layering. So I don't think it's just solves the problem we have with Juno. It's just that's just a bug that you just find and exploit. So it doesn't really solve that at all.
I guess we have to learn more, because many people pitch me Celestia. I can't really understand this modular approach much. That's just the words.
Yeah. Same with me. I have to read a lot more.
Yeah. Well, if you cannot wrap it around your head fully, then I think it's fine for me. If I
maybe I didn't read enough. That's it.
Yeah. Look, I have to run soon. I have the dinner. It's full moon festival, so we have like family dinners. I mean, I still have over 1 hour, but we'll get ready. So I'm gonna meet with my gonna meet with my wife family and have some dinner soon. I recorded the video later on. Also, my video is launched. I hope that Jake Hartnell will not get angry at me.
We will see then.
I say something about him. I hope Kevin Garrison will not get angry at me. I said something about him.
That's the thing about them. They don't really get angry. I mean, it's how we talk, right?
I don't know.
We should.
I
don't know what you said. Yeah, we'll see about it then.
No, it's harmless. But in few hours there is the video. Look, thanks a lot for your time, man.
No problem at all.
I hope
it was nice meeting you. Yeah.
I hope it's not the last time. We faced some issues. We solved some issues. So yeah, thank you for a great job you're doing. For anyone watching, if you want to support DEUS Labs, I mean, just delegate to them, I guess. If you have questions, you can find them also on the Discord. If I'm pretty sure you guys will be helpful for anyone.
Yeah.
So this is how you interact and build your own apps on the chain with the tooling. So once again, thanks a lot, and I'm gonna speak to you again at some point, I guess. So.
All right. Thanks a lot again. Nice meeting you. Again, if you have any questions, anyone, you too, just ping me and I'll love to help.
Yeah. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Enjoy the dinner. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. I will. Bye-bye.